I've had some of the toughest times that I've ever faced in my life, and I'm going deeply. I'm going to share them with you so that you can change, that you can get better. My job in the next hour is to coach you and get you better. It's your opportunity to sit back, relax, let it soak in. Maybe there's one thing, maybe two, maybe three, maybe 10 that resonates with you wherever your walk is today, wherever that is. But my heart is full of gratitude when I was getting ready this morning, just thinking, I know some of you. I've connected with you on my Facebook, Instagram Live, my emails, social media, live events, and it's always great to see smiling faces. Thank you for what you do every single day. On a Saturday morning, when you could have been at your studio, your gym, your club, you're here getting better. Great presentation by Dana. Mike Boyle coming up next. Lots of opportunity to connect with other fire-breathing dragons later on today. If you're a fire-breathing dragon, say yes! Yes! That was weak sauce. If you're a fire-breathing dragon, say yes! Yes! Say yes! Yes! Break your arms and say yes! Yes! Man, we gotta wake it up, San Fran. Baby, let's go! It's playoff weekend! Yeah! First, let me get it clear. Do we have any Rams fans in here? Any Rams? I need to see you two after my session. We're going to do some extra PT. Okay? See me afterwards. All right. We're good. Well, guys, on November 6, 2018, my life changed. One of the most challenging times of my life. Let me give you a little behind the scenes peek that I just got footage of just a few days ago to help you understand going through a knee replacement surgery.
All right, let's have a note first. All right, Durkin, get up, please. So we found the center of rotation in the hip and the ankle, so when we align the prosthesis, it'll be where it's supposed to be. Go. We're going to measure how this knee fits, the way it fits naturally, and we're going to adjust the parts to make it fit right. So, okay, ready, Mike? Let's lock that. It's right down the pipe. That's like the best I've ever seen it. Looks good, nothing's changed. And he's tracking nice. Hold it on, Chris. His knee's stable. Makes flexion extension. You can see his new parts right in there. They're the trials. He's putting in the shiny new stuff. Done. We are done. Right there. It's good. Feels good. Nice, perfectly balanced knee, like spot on, right?
I didn't know if I should share that with you. I said, why not? Why not? Because when I'm looking at that just a couple of days ago for the first time, it was like being in the outside, looking down at myself, saying, did I give this world everything I deserve? Because what if I didn't wake up from surgery? What's my legacy about? Now, some of you are just sleeping in your seats and didn't want to watch that. And some of you are like, man, that's crazy. But what I realized is this, going through this process, getting my mind right to get into the surgery on November 6th, and then the preparation of the mind to go into the physical therapy and attack physical therapy, just like all of our clients. This may be you, this could be a client of yours. My hope today is what I share is that it gets you better, your walk better, your journey better. I never wanted to have this, but it was really 11 years in the making. The last 3 years leading up to this, I was in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. And the last 3 months before surgery, I was on crutches and a walker, just weeks after presenting at a conference in Russia. Like, how? Why me? It can't be me. Yes, it can. I believe, this is me, I believe that sometimes God uses you in interesting ways to help you go deeper for what your purpose is in life. I said I want to do certain things and it wasn't happening because of certain things that I was stuck on, and I'm sharing with you authentically this Saturday morning to help you, because if you're stuck on one thing, sometimes your greatest fears are where your best opportunities lie. And it might take you, like it took me, a surgery or a setback to face it. Whether it be addiction, challenge, financial issues, a divorce, whatever it may be. For me, when I woke up, it was all about the comeback. And what was I going to do? As a matter of fact, just 24 hours after, I got a chance to look at my new knee, and I was like, wow. On the right is the old knee, bone on bone, lots of spurs, massive arthritis. Look at that space, baby. Woo! We're going to be having some fun today on my new knee. Because when you feel great, your clients feel great. Your business thriving. Whatever it takes. That's massive change that happened. Massive change between there and there. And now, less than 24 hours, and my nurse said, hey, we're going to go for a little walk. I'm like, I just had a surgery. I'm still on morphine and everything else. You know, we're going to go for a walk. Well, this is it. My first walk. Have you ever been in this situation? She got to hold me up by the strap. Hey, G, how you doing? What are you doing now, G?
Yeah, definitely. Very strong. Slow and strong.
Strong.
Right.
Team here helping out. That was my wife, PT Nancy, doing a great job.
I see your
Well,
steps.
it's like going to the strong elimination counter. Remember when the obstacle course? Remember those steps?
It definitely looks a lot easier than that.
Come on. Forget about that. I'll carry you up the steps.
Excellent. Great. Yeah.
Send me home, Doc. Send me home, Doc.
And is this, steps you have one or more?
No, 15 steps.
What's your book?
Learn how to go back down the steps. How are you doing, Mom?
I think the hardest is coming down.
How am I doing?
He's doing good. It makes it
You just came down the mountain. You just came down the mountain in Colorado.
My part
He's already had a game here.
I like that.
Definitely.
Day one. Rehab. Couldn't wait on that. I haven't, what's it, 24 hours? About 24 hours?
24. That's it. Flight of stairs.
Better pass.
Wonderful walk.
Better pass.
As soon as you hit the bed, pass. Good.
So I dive into the bed.
If you want to.
So for 4 weeks, arduous rehab, and then sitting in my lazy boy chair. They said, Todd, you're gonna lazy boy. I don't like lazy boys. But I'll take it for a little while. Then I'm not gonna be unlazy after that. But by sitting in this lazy boy chair, sometimes you can find a chair and go deep. That's me, the rehab, with the game ready, my Norman Tech boots on. I had my journal, reading, catching up. Getting that mind right. For me, it took that to change or die. And today, I want you to think about what's it going to take for you to change. Hopefully this 1 hour clock can help you change in your business, in your relationship, in your financial world, in your love world. Whatever it is that you want to change, that this clock can do that. Now, I'll use the example of that surgery many times, but realize this, as I stand before you as a colleague of yours, 19 years later of having my business, Fitness Quest 10, in San Diego, I've had a lot of changes. Opening my business was a massive change. 2 years later, when we expanded, when I made all 20 contractors employees, it was one of the most stressful times of my business. That was a change. We started working with more and more pro athletes. That was a change. When I overtook a $500,000 loan to grow again in 2006, that was scary as heck. That was a change. Writing my first book was a change. It took lots and lots of focus and discipline to do that. There's different changes that happen in your business and professional world and your personal world. But when you get a vision and you set yourself on fire to do that, and you maniacally focus on what it is that you want and what your divine purpose is, all of a sudden now, you start to make traction for where you want to go. So where is it that you want to go? That may require you to change. A few of my favorite quotes here, as you look at this, and there are your manuals if you like, but you choose change or change will choose you. I didn't choose that surgery initially. I put it off for 3 years until I was confined. I needed it. And Dr. Jenkowitz, in my pre-op meeting, when I was 50-50 whether I wanted it, he walked into the room and said, "Hello, my name is Dr. Jenkowitz. I got my mind right and my gray hoodie on." I'm like, "Dude, let's go. This is my guy. Can we get surgery today?" I was convinced and convicted that day that this is my guy. We all want that guy or that gal, just like your clients. You're that girl or that guy for your clients. That's my guy. That's my girl. And they believe in you like I believed in Dr. Jenkowitz and what he was going to do to help transform me and get me back on my feet and do what I want to do to help change the world. Because that's my focus, is what I do, and why I'm here today, is to fire up just a couple hundred people to say, boom, let's go! We're not going to wait until a surgery or until a heart attack or a stroke, regardless of your age or a surgery or you have a divorce or whatever it is. Don't wait. Let's get it done. When you look at these things, guys, I can't say whether things are going to get better if we change, but I can say things will get better when you change. So change if they're going to get better. Nothing's consistent but change. We're products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Yes, that is me in high school. Change your thoughts and change your world. What's the story? What's the narrative you keep telling yourself in your head? Matter of fact, when you wake up in the morning with best practices, you're obviously in bare feet. Stand there, root your feet into the ground and start to say some affirmations out loud. Even if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, all right, this is going to be a great day. This is going to be a great day. And your spouse is going to look at you like you're cray-cray. Because it's 5 o'clock and you're talking out loud to yourself. When you start to affirm yourself out loud, it goes into your DNA. Nothing wrong with your spouse or your significant other hearing that out loud while you're in the bathroom, or you're reading your affirmations, because all of a sudden you're changing your thoughts. That's how you're starting your day. Don't turn that phone on first thing in the morning. You've heard me talk about this. Donnie says, you be the change you wish to see in the world. You be that change, but it's hard to change you. It's easy to say, hey, our studio should change this. We should change that. And if you're not the owner, oh, they should change this. It's easy to forecast all the change that should happen anywhere. But what about inside of you? Because that's where the gold is found. You can't change what's going on around you until you start changing what's within you. Take a look at that. Feel free to take pictures of anything. You can't change what's going on around you until you start changing within you. Well, how do you change? That's what I'm talking about today, of changing within you. And then change the way you look at things. And then the things you look at change. Powerful. It took me to look at that initially to say, all right, bone spurs, arthritis, bone on bone. I gotta own it, and I'm gonna make magic happen. Get that gray hoodie on, get that mind right, and we're gonna go. Because that's what it's gonna take. Matter of fact, surgery morning. I do this with my athletes. One will go out tomorrow to my guys playing with the New Orleans Saints. I send these videos out. You've seen them before here at Perform Better. I've shared a couple of them. But on this day, I had to get one to Dr. Jenkowitz. Here's my game day surgery video to Dr. Jenkowitz.
Yo, Dr. Jenkowitz, you know who it is. Yup, it's old dark 30, baby. It's 5:30. It's time to wake you up. It's game day. It's Super Bowl day, baby. I hope those dancing feels like $1 million. I want you at your best today. I'm getting my mind right now. I got my gray hoodie on. I got my mind right. I got to make my soul soar. Hey, brother, MVP day. MVP day. I thank you for what you do. Making a difference every single day, not for me, but your whole lineup today. I pray for you, I pray for all the people before me every single day. I'm getting it right now, I'm getting it right now. Have a great day, I can't wait to see you, baby. It's going to be a great day. MVP status, MVP status. That's what makes my soul sing. Get after it today, baby. Let's go. What are you doing now?
I had to get this head because I get the big day, like your life is on the line. So just a few minutes after that, I go eat breakfast, and all of a sudden, I get this. Dr. Jenkowitz. Yes! I'm fired up. We said that minutes minutes afterwards, I'm like, all right, this is going to work. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. And that was my affirmation. Like, we got this. We got this. We got this. You want that? So when you think about change and what's it going to take, for me, when I reflect back before going into my 5 points on the evolution of change, for me it's a process. You might make that decision that you're going to change, but it's a process on getting to know your medical team, your physical therapy, your doctors, your trainers, mindset, nutrition, all of the things is going to prep for that. I had my 85-year-old mom come in for surgery. Surgery would have never, if I did surgery, I would have never spent 3.5 weeks with my mom, undivided attention, stuck in a lazy boy chair at the age of 85. And that was some of the most valuable times I had with my mom. I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I had acupuncture in my head. I did everything I could in the hospital to make sure that my healing started immediately after that. Going to Martin, my physical therapist, some of y'all are crazy, commenting on my stories that you saw, what Martin did to me. But being ready at all times. As a matter of fact, my mom became my trainer. You'll see this here on the left. This is day 2 back home. And my mom, come on, Jersey. All the painkillers that are worn off by this one. I'm saying. Come on, Jersey. Let's go. Tell me to keep my head up. Okay? How are you doing, trainer? Am I doing good? Authoritarian position, Mom. No! You're mean. Oh. You don't teach that position. I turned my living room into the whole physical therapy center. I got to get lower. Don't hurt your leg to do push-ups. I mean, it was just, I made that living room, get your mind right, Mama. And then by week 1, day 7, I was getting really bored sitting down. So it's like dinner time, Melanie's cooking, I just said, okay, let's go. I started making stuff up. I never done this before in my life. I didn't know when I was like, I need to move. Like, God, move. Singing these theme songs and all that stuff. I couldn't wait. Get a little arm farm when we begin. Then let the arms go away. Exercise is medicine as a reminder. That's how we do it. We're always training on that. Going out with a single arm now. Double up the resistance. You look, the whole living room, I got a walker, I got crutches, I got game ready, I'm done. It's all about that mindset. I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. But I was getting bored, so I started playing tricks on my mom and all the visitors that were coming over. So all of a sudden now, like, okay, first I had Sylvester Stallone come over to the kitchen.
Yeah, Bill, right, so say something about going out to makes you happy. My point is, I'm assuming somebody nobody goes so happy about.
And then I had a guest coming on in. And this really freaked out my mom.
What can I do?
It was all a joke, but I had to play it. I had to keep it real on this stuff. When you're going when you're going through tough times, you gotta keep some humor. You gotta laugh, you gotta smile. You gotta have a little fun. What's that gonna take? It's not always easy because sometimes you start to hear the negative voices in your head. You start to hear those little voices saying, I got you, I'm gonna hold you down. Those aren't your dreams. You can't do that. It's going to take a lot longer than you think. You got to combat that every single day. And whether you're a green trainer in here today, and you're 1 month, 1 year into this profession, or you're 20 plus years or somewhere in between, I guarantee the reason you're sitting in this room today is you want to make a difference in people's lives. If so, say yes. Yes. If so, say yes. Yes. That's why you're here. That's why we're here. That's why Perform Better is here. To help you be the best. The lessons I've learned. Face your fears. Whatever they are. Tap into the whispers of your soul. The most profound wisdom is in the whispers, not the shouts. Tap into that. What are the whispers you hear? Frustration is fuel. I was frustrated as heck. I wanted things to go faster, even though I was doing everything. Typically, to get to success, it's always a lot longer than you think. You want success, you want significance, but it's a journey. on that. And then you realize sometimes your biggest blessings come from your biggest burdens. If you got any burdens today, you got any struggles, you got any adversity, realize, reframe the talk that you're given, and how do I reposition this as a blessing so that you can get your mind right? The other thing I learned is, y'all like seeing me in pain. Because those comments you were doing, Matthew Smith, they're like, oh, can you show more of those Instagram stories with Martin beating you up? Dwayne Carlisle's like, oh, dude, he's got a range harder on your knee. All these things, right? So, here, I'll give you a little snippet. My man Mark. What are you doing? Oh! What was that? You start to develop a relationship with a physical therapist. You know that, but sometimes we forget the relationship with trainers and PTs. I see what you're doing. That's all you got? I'm joking, I'm only joking. Don't talk smack! That's the stupidest thing you can do. Just talk smack to your physical therapist. And then he's got me here. That's good. That's good. That's good. Ooh.
Go for about a minute.
Stop.
1 minute.
You're joking.
No.
Stop.
Get your mind right.
Why? You're telling me to get my mind right. Oh my God. I'm indebted to that guy. You know, just like a lot of your clients and members are indebted to you, you don't even know it until you're there, until you can't walk, and going up steps and going down steps are so difficult and challenging. I'm so grateful that right now how I feel just 10 weeks after all of this is going on. I'm still in the process, but sometimes you need a little setback every now and then just to recalibrate where you're at and to reset your vision of what it is that you want. Because every time you've been broken, you've been multiplied. If you are broken or you've been broken, that's usually an opportunity to multiply. Out of that whole process, 3 things. I had quiet time, and most of us need more quiet time. Interesting enough, in my 2018 annual roadmap and strategic plan that some of you have done in my mastermind before, the quiet time, I put a year and a half ago, I wanted a 1-month sabbatical away from Fitness Quest 10 and to go into the mountains and just write. I got my sabbatical okay, it just wasn't the way I wanted it. Quiet time, it's valuable. Time with the family, and of course the new me are 3 things that I really got out of this that were really nice. Why? Because I got Jersey hanging with me all day. He smelt that steak because I only ate the best foods. And he was missing his walks. I got time with my wife and my daughter and my sons and my mom again. Doing fun things over Thanksgiving. Realizing that it was all because of a new need allowed me that. I wasn't going to let that defeat set me back. So again, if you're looking at happiness, harmony in your own life, when we go into the beef of this today, I'm using this as an example of how can you go into, don't wait for something big to happen. It doesn't have to be a massive problem. We see that with our clients and members a lot, is they have a heart attack or a setback or they gain 50 pounds and now they have to take action. Let's go out there and preach to the world of now is the time to take action before you need it, before you have a setback. Before you need coaching, before you need a coach, whatever it is, take action now on what it is that you so desire. Dial in your personal development routine. Well, most of you, like myself, typically don't have all day for 4 weeks to read, a book every few days. But maybe it's 60 minutes a day, 30 in the morning, 30 in the evening, to read or listen to a book or podcast most days of the week. Maybe your own spiritual time, regardless of your faith. Maybe you want to re-energize and reignite that side of your life if you need that. What is it that you need to do to get back into your best self? I call it the WLWL, when life works list. When life was working best, what were you doing? Who were you spending time with? Who were you hanging out with? Who were you training with? What did your routine look like? Do the things that you know you derive to maximum success with. And don't forget to dream. Don't forget to take action on your dreams. And don't forget along the journey to continue to give back. Altruistically expecting nothing in return. Because feels so much better to give than to receive. And I just texted Drew this morning about this. When there's chaos in the world or in a game, and there's a lot on the line, good players can speed a game up, great ones can slow it down. Great players can dictate the tempo of the game, dictate the tempo, dictate it on how you lead, on how you do things, all of that. So maybe you need to slow things down so you can step back and get mellow yellow time in your life or blue sky time and say, this is where we need to pivot and change with our business or our life or relationships. We need to get back into date night or whatever it may be. So make sense? If so, say yes. Yes. All right. So these are a few things that I learned in that process to make sure that you can get better. So let's go into the 5 things to change before it's too late. 5 things, that's it. We're going to talk today business. We're going to talk leadership. We're going to talk branding, training, and you. Who wants to get their business better? Say yes. Business, raise your hand, say yes. Yes. Who needs to become a better leader? So say yes. Yes. All of us. How about branding? Anyone want to be a better brander? Yes. Who wants to work on their personal brand? They want to get a bigger platform, reach more people? Yes? Yes. Cool, cool. And what about training? You want to train better yourself? You want to train smarter, not always harder? Anyone want to change training? Yes. You. And then who would like to evolve and get to the next level personally? Say yes. Yes. All right, then we're in the right seat, in the right bus, in the right place. Here we go. 5 things to change. By the way, give someone a high five again real quick. Give someone a high five. Feel very good, good. Love it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Like that chocolate style. All right, let's talk business. Let's talk business. Your handouts are very in-depth. They have a lot of notes, and I provided you with space in there as well to take notes. If you have any questions on these, feel free to email me or hit me up with your business. I want to talk about how to make your business better. By the way, what comprises your business? Like, what makes up your business? Tell me stuff out loud real quick. Matthew, what is it? What makes up your business? Culture. People. Clients. Mindset. Employees. Performance. Facility. Equipment. Community. Right? All these things matter. Right? Customer service, your atmosphere, the staff, the technology that you're using, your financials. At the end of the day, we got to make sure we're making a profit so we can make money to keep doing what we're doing, live the lifestyle that you want, and also give back to those that you want to as well. The 6 P's of success in business. 6 P's. Number 1 is your purpose. Your purpose in life. Your purpose of business. Why you exist. If you own a business, can you raise your hand real high so I can see, please? So about half of you own a business. Owners, don't forget to continually communicate your purpose and your why you're doing it to your team if you have a team. Don't assume they know just because you're good at what you do. That has to continually be communicated. Your people play an important role, obviously. The programs that you have, promotion is marketing. And many of us get a little gun shy because you feel like you're bragging about this or that. You need to be a better marketer. Most folks need to be a better marketer. Why? Because the gym or studio that just opened up down the street. Has anyone had that happen in the last 6 months? Anyone? Yup. They may outmarket you. I can guarantee they're probably not as good as you. If you get beat in the marketing game, then you'll get beat because you don't get the chance and the opportunity to work with the clients and members that you need to, that deserve you. So you've got to continually work on that. If you're weak at it, you may want to strengthen that side, and we'll talk about it today. The processes are your systems. Now, many of us don't love working on the systems because it ain't sexy, but we know it's very important if you want a profitable business to work on the systems. Obviously, Michael Gerber, E-Myth, is a great book on that, and the E-Myth Revisited. But it really gets, in order for you to increase and improve your systems, it takes butt glue. Y'all know what butt glue is? It means putting your butt in the chair on Saturday and Sunday and late at night, getting butt glue, and starting to write out your systems. And when someone calls in, what does your front desk say? When you give a tour, what does the tour look like? All of the systems from A to Z, it's butt glue. If you want to write a book someday, it takes butt glue. You want to get stuff done to help change the world? Butt glue. We train a lot, but a lot of times butt glue turn the phone off, on all distractions off, and start writing on what it is, because it will really help you become, lastly, more profitable in your business. So those 6 P's will really help you get more success in business on that, which adds to what would you need to add or possibly subtract from your business because it could be taken away. So what are these things you have to add? Maybe you need more clients or maybe even more teammates. Maybe you're like working 40 plus hours a week and your energies are shot 5.5 days a week on most days and you want to add a trainer or two, or you need more clients. Because you need to add these community partnerships, an online learning portal potentially, so that you can scale beyond just your zip code on that, your clients, your services, the amenities. Or maybe you need to take some things away because when you look at your menu of services, it's so confusing that no one knows what they want. So they just say, I'll take a look, I'll go home and think about it. You lost them because it's too confusing. Simplify. Here in California, we know In-N-Out Burger is wildly successful. If you like In-N-Out, raise your hand and say yes. Yes. You're all excited. I like In-N-Out. But it's simple. It's a simple menu. Can you simplify things? Maybe you need to get rid of somebody. Maybe you need to fire an employee, or maybe someone's not giving you the ROI that you want. For anyone that I hire, we've got 42 teammates at Fitness Quest 10 and through Durkin Enterprises. If there's not at least a 3x return on what they're being paid, then you need to get rid of it. 3x. Well, how about a front desk person if they're making $15 an hour? Well, for me, they need to be bringing in at least, what, $45 an hour some way because of their communications, their phone calls, how they're treating someone. Are they giving you the ROI that you need? Services. Maybe you have too many services. Maybe you need to subtract or eliminate a couple of those. Do you need to get rid of any clients? Oh. Do you have any energy vampires right now that are like, oh shoot, it's 9 o'clock, I gotta train Mary, or whatever it may be, right? If so, then give them to one of your green trainers. That's good for them. Or you may have to have that heart-to-heart talk if you can't deal with it. And we've faced that before, and I faced that before, having that fire client because they're not helping our culture and our brand. And programs as well. Sometimes you add by subtraction. A lot of times after you subtract somebody, you find out, man, I should have done that 6 months ago. But you are in fear of, oh my gosh, they're worth $1,200 a month, or $3,000 a month, or bringing $8,000 a month. I don't know. And you realize they're killing your culture. Figure out what it is, and then take the big steps, and don't live in fear of the what if. If you know you need to do it, then you got to do it. Make it happen. So what's the one big thing that you need to change here in your business? You may know that when you quiet things down and you listen to the whispers, like, I really want to do this, and you keep saying it, and it's been 6 months or a year, but you're scared. I'm going to invite you to go there and think about what that is. My one big change? By sitting in that lazy boy chair in my business part, was I had the biggest shakeup of my organization in 19 years at Fitness Quest 10 that came from me sitting down and really thinking about, for Fitness Quest 10 and TDE to go to the next level, what do I have to do? Now, I share this with you knowing that this is my walk, and you don't want to walk in my shoes, walk in your shoes, but I'll show as an example of how hard it was to do these things. See, by sitting there and coming to a conclusion by taking a lot of notes about where I wanted to go, one big change is I made massive organizational shifts. My general manager of 13.5 years, Julie, she's my most loyal soldier. Julie, who knows Fitness Quest 10 as well as me, I moved her 100% over to the corporate side, TDE, which we do all of education, speaking, masterminds, things like that, so that I could give this guy, who started at the front desk, became my busiest trainer, then the assistant GM, and now he is the new GM of Fitness Quest 10. Otherwise, if I don't grow him, I lose him, and he's a key person. How can I incentivize him to keep him? By keeping Jeff and growing him up through the ranks from front desk all the way up to a busy trainer, now to assistant GM, now to the GM. I also had Lisa Ovanovich, who was at the front desk, become the assistant general manager. We're growing people all the time. My guy, Ryan Rodgers, became the director.